Sorry. I wasn't. I thought I started recording before the thing. Sorry, we're now recording. That is on me. We can always kind of. I'll skim through things and fill Paul in.
Yeah. This is fun, Alice. If you lie in a way that keeps your feet on the ground and then Chloe manipulates it. Oh yeah, you go slightly off. Your feet go off.
Like that.
You almost want a blanket so that Alice's legs can just disappear under a blanket so we don't see them.
Yeah,
It might be.
I'm sure there's a way of doing that.
Funny. Hang on. Pull this out a bit.
Or Alice, if you've got a blanket, oh no, of course, yeah, we won't see it 'cause it'll go off the screen. Ignore me.
I feel so confused about where is down in Alice's picture anymore. What is down for Alice?
This is the unchanged picture.
Yeah.
That will never not be funny.
What about if I just lie?
Can you put Tom above her on the second bunk?
Yeah.
Is there an option where like Alice is just stood up and then we rotate her? Is that going to look way too? It's going to look way too weird, isn't it?
Might look a bit weird.
Yeah.
Alice, can you lie the other way so your head's away from the shelf?
I can flip the image if that helps as well.
Oh yeah, that's true.
To flip a couple of them.
Oh yeah, just so you can still see your screen.
Oh, Sprinkles!
Oh.
He looks so convincing. It's so much fun. Oh, come back, Sprinkles. Come on.
Yeah, if Tom,
yeah.
I've got it so you'll be visible. I can put you on the top bunk if you want.
Absolutely, yes, please.
I just need you kind of.
It's quite nice with you sitting on the edge of Alice's bunk as well.
Are you able to mirror me, Chloe?
Let me. I can. I'll do that for now, basically, because the only way currently that I can mirror you is doing it in your actual call. So I'll do it across all of them. So I'll need to be reminded to bring that back. Right, let me just give you a rotate and a shifty. Do you want to go? Whatever is the comfortable like.
Boobs.
I'm comfortable.
Do you want to be sat on the top bunk or?
I think I'll give. Let's give Alice some solace. She's ill, maybe. Oh.
Oh, cat's going up your butt. So weirdly, like Sprinkles is just like looking very natural.
She absolutely loves this setup. She's like not left this room. She loves it.
Can you just pat Alice on the head now with your right hand? Ah, it was like Speckles was looking at your hand then. Shh, sing a lullaby.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, Daddy Albert. You're my Pen, I admire you. You're the best captain ever. Everybody respects you and your work. You're the best captain. Now go to sleep. Are you
Maybe
sleeping, Albert? Are you sleeping?
Go
Okay.
away, Getcha.
Okay. Good night.
lovely.
I love you, but I want to kill you. Bye.
Lovely. This is cool. Would that maybe be good as like a flashback after the Pen interview, being like, Getcha really loves Pen?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we wanted to go
Each
with that
sneak
one.
into a room. Each sneak into a room at night and sing our lullabies.
Yeah. Queen at 8. Getcha sneaking in on Pen. Great.
I've just
Great.
having a little bit of a play. Obviously, the sizings of this are a bit odd at the moment, but I'm just seeing how I can, if necessary, make everything swing a little bit like they're on a boat. So I'm
Ooh.
finding some ways to at least like get multiple items to swing at the same time. At the moment, I'm doing it manually, but I reckon if I had a couple of, if I was just doing like a fade or a merge or something between two slightly angled images, that would be possible if we want things to be particularly
Okay.
rocky in any scenes. I think I've found a way to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I think that sounds like worth a shot to see what happens.
Yeah.
Because it might be really fun to watch Alice kind of stagger about the lounge as Shartington.
Cool. I will make the Shartington Lounge rocky.
Yeah, that looks good, Alice, with you bending your head under the bunk.
I can make a version as well that the bunk is a little bit in front of you or something. The top one.
Oh yeah, so your head goes up into the rafters of it.
Yeah.
Great.
Head.
Great.
This is head.
Okay.
Back and forth. Okay.
Yeah, I mean maybe we should see if we have Tom appearing as Albert Ross at some point, maybe that bit at the end where we should see Penn murder Albert Ross
Mhm.
in the radio room. We could go back to the radio room in flashback mode and see Penn. I don't know whether there's a way that we can have you, Alice, strangle Tom.
Hmm? In what? In this bit?
Yeah,
I mean, in this thing, I actually like garroted him, didn't I, with a strap?
yeah.
So
Did you
because the
sneak up
easy
behind him
way
and
is me doing it with my back to him, with my back to the camera, doing it that way, or the
yeah,
other way is I come on behind. I'm like layered behind Tom and do that, and he
and
just
Tom
has
has to.
something that. Oh yeah, or Tom just does that.
Mm. Oh yeah, that would be fun. Because it'd be really fun to watch you murder him, and be like, just see you being like, "You're, I'm your long lost daughter." Yeah, just the little monologue she would give him as she strangled him to death.
Yeah.
Yeah, That feels like it feels like quite a nice one to explore. Great. Okay. So this one would kind of take place in the radio tower, maybe. Ooh, blue sky.
Just try and get something
Oh,
that
that
will
looks
look a little bit.
great.
Yeah, that looks really good.
And I'll have a fiddle with some bits because it looks like you're very much at ground level with this, so we can. I'll have a little fiddle around.
Whoa, it's traveling.
Whoa.
Wow, we're
So
flying. We're taking off.
a little less. A little less.
Come with me, and you'll be in a world. Come on, Charlie Bucket.
I'll leave it there for now, but just so we've got something so the blizzard doesn't look quite so strange.
Great. Yeah, how do we get Pen to sneak up on Albert? That's the question. Because she came out of a secret trapdoor, and snuck up behind him. But in this, she can kind of sneak up on him through the door.
Yeah, I can make
Yeah,
a
find
couple
more.
of overlays. I can do a couple of overlays so it's easy enough to come on from that side, but just look like you're behind the boxes and be sneaking in through the door.
Yeah. Right.
Through the door. Okay.
I'm just going in for a quick wee.
I'm just gonna. Copy some things over.
What's going on, Spreckies?
I'm back.
Spreckles is so confused. She keeps looking at my screen and then the room and being like, huh?
That makes it sound like she actually comprehends that it's a picture of the room on the screen. Or she's seeing like a tiny you. She's comprehending it as a tiny you.
I think that's more it.
Why is there a tiny Alice?
Whoa, trippy.
Sorry, that's just me. That's suddenly taken out.
Whoa, cool. Yeah, we've got the doorway as well.
Yeah, we can always flip back to that. Sorry, I don't know why this is suddenly. I was just trying to rejig some of the layers, and it's decided to do something a little bit weird. I think it's just angry because I've been duplicating things in a very quick, rough way. So I'm gonna not duplicate things in that way for now. So I'll just go back to standard radio tower setup. But yeah, if you ever want people running around outside, that's easy enough to do.
Run!
Okay.
Can you do your confession right now to the screen, Alice? To the camera? If you're that close, it's quite fun.
Did you know that albatrosses in the wild don't recognise their own child when they're not in the nest? Well, Albert Ross was no different. He didn't recognise me, his daughter from his first wife. When he tried to make passes at me, I told him who I was. But he just ignored it. Carried on stealing my research and using it as his own. But when Getcher found my mother's old diaries, I realised I wasn't the first woman he had done this to. He was stealing my
Lovely.
mother's research.
Well done, Alice. I can't believe how much you know of it.
Yeah, God, you remember so much.
Chloe, I wonder if there's something in having Alice in the foreground, and then is there anything in recording Alice pen in a flashback with murdering Albert Ross in a flashback, and then just layering it behind, so it's not happening live, but we've got a murder happening behind Alice in that moment or something.
Yeah. How close would you want Alice? Because how close we just had Alice there for that speech means that we'd have to angle exactly where stuff was quite specifically.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I think that's a nice little. That sounds like a fun.
It's kind of fun to do. Yeah, fun to do a flashback in the background while she's speaking, and we might be able to
Oh yeah.
Another thing we could do, Steph, another option of that is, because the beginning of the speech I'm kind of talking about my motivations, about the research and stuff, and then I go in to talk about how I did the murder.
Yeah.
So I could do something like this and then carry on talking to the audience, but killing.
Oh, yeah. If I figure out how to do a kind of smooth fade from colour to black and white as well, because if we do have a very clear black and white means flashback.
Yeah.
You could also do that as she kind of slides into flashback mode.
Yeah. Oh, we also talked about Penn's glasses having the reflection of the video, of her murdering him. So we could, if Alice was really close with her glasses on, you could potentially use some footage on that and kind of show Albert Ross's face being strangled.
Do you happen to have the glasses, Alice?
I have a pair of glasses.
So I can see kind of rough size and vibe.
Because we'd want to record that tomorrow, wouldn't we, in some way, so that we could.
Yeah, either tomorrow or the first day in terms of April.
Yeah.
Would that feel big enough, Steph? Or I can.
Yeah, zoom in on her. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Penn's glasses are a bit bigger as well. Big and round.
How far in would you want to go for that, Steph?
Maybe a little bit further out, just because it gets a little bit grainy, doesn't it? But I don't know how close Alice can. Are you pretty much at the camera, Alice, now?
That's as close as I can get.
Yeah.
You could definitely, with like that size and stuff, you could definitely have like a video of Getcha just looking terrified and then being strangled.
Yeah.
And going unconscious. So you could see that like as a double reflection.
Yeah, that'd be quite fun.
Could I get cross-eyed like I'm watching it?
Yeah.
Do you have to take that?
Maybe not.
Silly.
Fab.
Video.
Okay, cool. We've got quite a lot. I mean, if we wanted to do a kind of sense of Pen doing the different bits of her plan, there's also that lovely thing of like seeing her leave, like arrive in the cabin through that outside door and things like that. Because you had that door screen as well, didn't you? With the
Yeah, we've got, that's the very exterior, and then where is it? Here we are. Coming
Yeah,
in
Alice.
through the door.
Yeah. This is where you do the fake Albert Ross voice.
Getcha! I need your help in the radio tower.
Right, and then you'd see Getcha go, "Oh, I'm coming." Can we show? Yeah. Can we get Tom coming out, coming in front of the door and going out?
Yeah,
Following.
absolutely. Let me
Yeah,
do a
that would be
little
great.
shuffle of that.
Tom, you might have to come in from the other side, and then
Which side works best? Because I've got this as I've got it kind of things. I've got the overlays arranged so that you can come in either side and then exit. As long as it's like a straight line going from one side to the other, we're good.
I think he needs to follow Albert Ross, whichever side of the door he exits from. So it probably needs to go from the left side by the door, like the door itself, and then.
Okay, have a go at that, Tom.
Okay. Albert, I'm coming. Albert. Oh. I need to put on my snow boots. 1 second. Albert! Wait! Oh my god, I need to put on my snow boots. Albert! Wait! 1 sec. Put on my snow boots and my snow jacket. Albert, I'm coming!
Tom, for you to enter the screen, is there a bit more space we can give him on the left-hand side?
Let
or
me just see if you.
Or maybe Tom could kind of duck on from the front.
I reckon we
can. A way to
we should be fine because of the fact that we don't see Tom. Let me just see. Tom is layer 8. Tom, could you go to the other side of your green screen? Because basically, because we never actually see you on the other side, I can just. Okay. And then could you go to the other side of your green screen now? See how far across that gets you?
Yeah!
So very, very,
pretty much
very
close. All the way.
If I can either
Tom,
like add in.
Tom, can you come in from more downstage? As if, can you duck into it? Because at the moment you're so far away from the camera when the door's so close, it makes it look like you're really. Yeah. That's nicer.
Albert! Let me try it again.
I'll add a tiny bit of wood to the corner of this to cover that little gap, but
yeah.
Albert! Albert, did you call my name? Oh gosh, I need to get on my snow boots and my snow jacket. I'm coming, Albert! I'm coming!
Great, that works really nicely. Great.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Albert! Yeah, that's great. It's actually like I'm actually quite. I didn't realise how close I could get to the camera. It's quite, which is quite useful to know. It's good. Like here, great. Ah, Albert. It's so. Albert, why have you left the door open?
We could do a little recording of some of Alice's monologues so that it's kind of like narrated and then leave some gaps for this stuff to happen. That might be quite a fun thing to do with QLab that would make this kind of fun to do the flashback in her thing at the end. Oh, so casual,
Then I
Tom.
went.
So I'm trying to tell you, Albert was calling my name out of this very door. Oh gosh. I put on my snow boots and my snow jackets. Albert, there he is! Did you see him? He's back!
Come on!
Oh, God.
Getcha! Need your help with the radio tower.
Okay, let me just get on my snow boots and snow jackets. It will take 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, so I'm putting on my snow boots and snow jackets, and then I'm obviously miming, but it took me a lot longer. And then I went and I followed Albert Ross.
Right. We can have a look at the monologue and see if there's a good place to maybe split it around that so you've got that happening.
Getcha, I can't get in the building. Getcha! Let me
I'm
in.
too big!
Yeah.
It's too big.
Sorry,
That's it.
this is just for Norwegian boys. No big bad man allowed.
Rawr,
What's the
Barbella!
secret? What's the secret password?
Okay, great. So we've got this will be part of the flashback, and then we'll see Penn murdering Albert somehow in the radio room, maybe, or in the reflection in her glasses. What other moments would be really key, Alice, in if you were showing some flashbacks? Would it also be you sneaking something into the flask in Doug's body's room as well?
Yes.
Maybe we can have a little scene with Doug's body.
Yeah,
got,
like
like,
him getting distracted, and then she's popping something in cod liver oil.
Yeah, and then leaving it, and him going like, "I've got your dinner ready, Albert," and taking it off.
Yeah.
That might be fun. I mean, maybe we just really what we can do is come up with all the options today, and then tomorrow we'll just work out which ones we really want to look at. And it might be that we really want to look at the monologue at the end and what we can do to kind of bring that to life.
Are there any bits you want to have a quick look at now? I know you said 20 to 4.
Yeah.
Have a chat about props and costumes.
Can we have a really quick look at the generic office space with Doug's body? And just look at that if we were going to do Penn and Doug doing some kind of a thing there. Yeah. Like Doug's body's doing some cooking, and then he gets called off by Albert, I guess.
Oh. What about this? Oh, for God's sake, Albert! Yes, I'll try and find some sumac. I've got some here somewhere in these drawers. Oh, for God's sake! I know I put it somewhere.
Is there something about needing to go into the tunnel with the keys or something, Tom? Maybe there's a way for you to go into the tunnel. You're like, maybe can you open up a trapdoor as if it's behind the table and go down it?
Yeah, well, down here where Alice is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right where Alice is.
Yeah, Albert. I'll get you your tea. For God's sake, got to get in this tunnel again. Right. Yes, Albert is coming. For God's sake. I'm getting this bloody hat. Oh.
And then
Where's that
you go
tea
try-
then?
poisoning him. Maybe we need something with like a tray with Albert's dinner on the front for this, or something. Or yeah, well, you need to pour it into his cod liver oil, don't you? You pour the seal liver oil into the cod liver oil.
Yeah, I say that I've been lacing. I mean, this can be changed, but in the thing, it's lacing the barrel.
Yeah.
I could just be
So maybe
putting
we
it
need
into
a little
kit
barrel. Yeah.
or
Maybe
a
we need a little
bottle or
barrel.
like something.
Yeah, I can look if I can
Yeah.
add in a kind of like bottle barrel or something like that to the scenes.
Yeah. Right. Fun. Okay, I feel like we've come up with
Right,
loads of
Albert.
options.
Albert, I've got your tea. I'm just coming, Albert. Shut up. I'll lock this tunnel door. Oh, right. Let me just grab that.
Bum.
Ow! 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 Ah!
What are you doing? What were you doing down there, Penguin?
Nothing. They wouldn't do
That
nothing.
works in theory, though. I think like me coming back and then she has to get off quite sharpish.
Yeah, that's quite nice. If she has to run off, you can make a quick exit, can't you, off that side, Alice, when he's coming
Yeah.
back. It would be quite nice if there was a way for you to put a tray that you can pick up, Tom, and walk off or something like, at the front in this one on the table. But I don't know if how that would be possible.
I think there may be a way of it being possible.
It would, yeah. You'd
It
have
would
to like
definitely be-
physically put something
yeah,
in there
but-
with a green screen over
Yeah,
it.
you'd need a green screen table to even kind of like start figuring that out.
Yeah. But then you could kind of knock out part of as long as the table was blocking Tom's body, you could have stuff on it, couldn't you? Yeah,
Yes.
that might
Yes.
work quite well.
I think that's right.
Great. Okay, let's have a little chat about costume then. And Chloe, is there any other questions you had about anything, or do you feel like you've got a few things to think about for tomorrow?
I've got plenty of bits and pieces to think about and toy about with. I think the one thing to say is that one of the things we might want to do tomorrow when we're looking at some of the setups is just because the moment that, say, someone stands like a foot closer to their camera, they're way bigger in the image, and so all of the like positioning and the cropping of images and stuff, it's just figuring out how to get the best situation for each scene, and yeah, and then that kind of also being something that translates easily to Alice and Tom not having to be like, okay, I need to be on this mark for this thing, I need to like hop over here for this thing, and then be right next to the camera. So yeah, figuring out how best that aspect of this works, I guess.
Yeah. I wonder if there's something about like marking with masking tape that you can write on at different points on the floor or on the walls, so you kind of have a little mark to kind of get yourself in line with somewhere.
We don't often see like your feet or areas on the ground, so that might be a way to go. But yeah, that was my main thought. Other than that, I'm going to do some fiddling with making more overlays, etc.
Amazing. We've got loads to play with.
Yeah.
Like I think probably a really good thing is like thinking about that opening and thinking about the ending a lot, because they're the kind of ones that are quite fun to play with a lot, aren't they? Yeah. Right. Should we have a quick chat about costumes and props then? For Tom and Alice.
Yeah.
Do you want? You probably want the mother's diary, Tom, don't you? In the map room, if we go
Well,
there.
I've got quite a few. I used to just use loads of these black notebooks that I've got, so I've got loads of them. I got them.
Okay. Yeah. Tom has a notebook for mother's diary. And what costume bits do you have that you already have? Is that,
I
or
don't
was it
think.
all from?
Yeah, I don't think I've got anything. I think I gave it all back because I had the braces,
Yeah.
the jump, and the jumper. But I've actually what I do have is the apron.
Oh, you do have the apron.
Yeah.
Right. An apron needs all costume bits, braces, jumper. So you didn't need a shirt. And do you have basic trousers you could use?
Yeah, I'll find something.
Right. So you need your balaclava and your glasses.
Yeah.
Right. And then we just need to think about how Captain the Admiral would be dressed if you're the Admiral in any bits.
Yeah. A big coat.
Yeah. So it needs to be, if Alice does that walk back, she also needs that coat.
Yeah.
So we need like a pair of matching coats. Ugh. Okay. Alice, what bits do you have? I've definitely got your hat.
Oh, great. I need that blouse of yours, that quite see-through one. I saw it in one of your drawers when I was around the other day. So
Yeah, still got that.
I wear that for Penn and for Shartington.
Great. Blouse, hat.
I've got a jumper. I think the jacket that I wore for Penn, I think Peter Maurice has that.
I need to pick up the stuff from Peter Maurice anyway from Murder.
Well, I was going to see if she could bring it with her to Close Reach Day workshop on.
Oh,
actually, yeah, if you're picking it up anyway. But yeah, you've got my hat. I think you've got some glasses.
Yeah. You've got your binoculars, and you don't need the seal liver jar for now.
Okay.
Yeah. And have you got something that will work on your bottom half?
Yeah, definitely. For Shartington, I had like a big fur coat, which I don't have anymore.
Yeah, I've got that. Was it a black one?
Well, I threw the one I used away because it had so many moths in it. So whatever you've got.
Yeah, I've got that. I've got a Shartington military jacket and hat as well.
Great.
Great. And we just need to find you a whiskey glass of some sort.
Yes. I'll have a look downstairs, see what I don't think we've got anything very fancy.
Yeah. So blouse, hat, you've got a jumper, you need the jacket for Penn, you need the glasses, you've got the binoculars, you need the Shartington black fur coat and the military jacket and hat and a whiskey glass.
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
And then the Admiral's jacket as well.
Oh yeah. Matching jacket for Admiral. Okay, great. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh, you probably need. You've got your actual binoculars. Do you have any black gloves? I think I've got some because that might be quite good for the season where you're outside.
I think I've got some.
Oh yeah, and I just need to find Tom a radio talkie thing. If I can. Okay, great. That's not too bad. That's done. And then maybe tomorrow in the afternoon we can look at we can work through whatever Chloe's had time to kind of develop tomorrow, and then we can start trying to like fleshing out some of these moments to see what happens in them.
Yeah.
And if we need to do anything with the script or whatever. Yeah. So we can start working through these bits tomorrow, basically, and work out especially what we're going to do with the monologue at the end. Great. Okay. Is there anything you guys need? Has it been all right using your equipment today?
Yeah, all
Yeah,
good.
Yeah, for whatever reason, it seems to have been much better this afternoon. Now, what I did notice, there was someone working on like the junction box outside when I went and grabbed some lunch. So it might have been that, or it might have just been that I rearranged some things in different plugs. So who knows? But it seems to be all right now. Yeah.
Imagine it. We can see how it goes tomorrow and see what happens, but it seems to be behaving now.
Yeah.
But yeah, are you guys all right with the setup now? Do you think you feel like you have it down?
Yeah. I feel all good.
Yeah.
We haven't taken very many breaks in the 2 hours, so let me know if you feel like you want to if we want to make sure that we always have a 5-minute break once we've done an hour. Let me know if that's useful for you guys.
Yeah. The only reason it would be useful for me is just I think the lights are quite bright. I get quite a bit migraine-y.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that would be useful for me. So, but it's not. I've today, so
I've got quite low energy this week, so I'm up for like if making sure that we get like a 5-minute gap in the middle or 10-minute gap in the middle of the 2 hours, just to make sure that we don't get headaches and stuff, because it is a bit exhausting, like being in the lights and using screens for that solid amount. Does that sound all right to you, Chloe, as well?
Yeah, that sounds grand to me. I think that sounds like a good, sensible
I'll
plan.
Try and be a bit more formal about that tomorrow, and then I'll get Peter to manage that next time. Great. Okay. Anything else? Does anyone need anything else for tomorrow? Or
no, I don't think so.
I've got plenty to look at and set up.
Great. Did you want to have a chat through anything, Chloe, before we finish, or have you got any questions you want to ask me? And shall I let these guys go, and then, or do you feel like you've got all the information you need?
I think I've got all the stuff I need, just because there's quite a few things where it's like it will just be me fiddling around with vmix and finding the best way to get like black and white versus color and those kind of things. So I think I'm in a good place, and I think tomorrow, like, the first thing with some of the scenes will just be making sure the positioning of people and the scale of people is right, but other than that, I think I'm good.
Great. Amazing. Right, I'm absolutely flagging now, so let's sign off and we'll see each other. So tomorrow we're starting at 10:30. So I'll see you all at 10:30 tomorrow.
Lovely. Have a lovely evening, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah. Have a good evening. Bye.
Thanks all.